I look sweaty. Okay. Hey there, my name is Ed Howie, and this is Howie Grow a Brand. 1, 2, 3. If you like what you learned from this video, help us by promoting the channel by clicking the like button below and subscribing to our channel. You ready to go? Let's get into today's chat. So, I got a question for you. Are you tired? Are you a little worn out, a little weary, a little fatigued, a little fearful, a little anxious, a little uncertain? Now, for those that know me, I'm kind of like referred to as a joy beast. And I don't believe in ignoring realities, but I do believe that our realities, as much as the realities can be realities, we can easily allow our realities to be skewed. But I got to tell you, it's kind of difficult right now to be optimistic and hopeful when everything we see, everything we hear is the economy's blowing up. There's a huge health crisis. There's deaths here, and there's positive rates here, and there's businesses folding here, and there are people that are without jobs, and all this going on. And while all of that is true, I believe that even today, that is not the full story. And I believe that the story we lean into is the story we will arrive at. And after several weeks of months of anxiety, of worrying about where my business is going, worrying about the success and health of our clients and their businesses and all the businesses that are having to like restructure their whole product offering or their go-to-market strategy or their cash flow or their financing, it's like, yes, that is true. But think about the evidence, as small or big as it may be, of people that are discovering new ways to serve others, that are discovering new ways to care about others, that are discovering new ways to actually see others as true others. And in that, I believe there is a glimpse of better. So what do you do? How do I suggest you consider being more disciplined, more deliberate, more intentional about leaning into better? Well, there's a couple things that I've adopted over the last several months, more importantly, the last several weeks, and maybe they can help you. I hope they can. First is, as much as I am a marketer and believe in social media, my gosh, it is a wasteland of negativity and fear. So I encourage you to limit, monitor, manage, be very aware of your social media intake as well as your social media output. I believe that we each have a light that we put out into the world, and we have a light that we allow others to shine on us. Be very, very careful right now about the light you're choosing to put out into the world, and I say be even more careful about the light that you're allowing into your space. You know, I don't believe in unfriending people because you disagree with them, but I do believe in quieting them or ignoring them for 30 days because, frankly, there's some people out there that they're so fearful, they're so anxious, that their solution is not to help get out of the fear, it is to stay in the fear, and I don't want to live there any more than I have to. So first, I'd encourage you to limit social media. Second, I encourage you to choose your news sources wisely. Had a conversation with my 21-year-old son, and he was basically describing to me several things that were happening in the world based on 288 character news report in Twitter that was published by not a journalist and not a medical doctor and not someone that is like an expert on human and race relations. And those 288 words told about 288 words worth of the story. So I'd encourage you to not see Twitter as your sole solution for understanding what's going on in the world. And I have found myself, and I have a journalism background, is trying to read the story of something that really concerns me or something that excites me or something I want to be more aware of in 2 or 3 sources to try to get the full story versus just someone's interpretation of it. Because their interpretation, their light can shine negatively on you in a way that you have no idea if you're not intentionally aware of. So social media, news sources. Third is, frankly, there's a lot of feedback being given on how we can be better humans, on how we can be better business people, how we can be better customers, maybe how you can be a better family member, spouse, partner, father, son, mother, daughter, child. A lot of feedback coming our way. And when I'm fatigued and someone gives me feedback, my response is not always a big fat smile. A lot of times it's defensiveness. A lot of times it's trying to justify. I encourage you to try this simple tact device methodology. When someone gives you feedback or asks you to do something differently or suggests that perhaps you could do something better, instead of immediately responding with a reaction, if you start with thank you for that, not only does it communicate to the person who is sharing a concern or sharing insights or their thoughts, not only does it, if it's genuine, not only does it represent a fact that you heard what they're saying, but it shows that you're starting out with appreciation for the fact that they shared it with you, and then you're going to try to get to a better understanding or a better solution versus what? Or I don't. And I'm speaking from personal experience on both the thank you as well as the what. So I teach indoor cycling, and I will tell you that while frankly I can ride pretty quickly, I believe one of the greatest strengths I bring to those that ride with me is that I focus not just on your output, I focus on your intake. And what I mean by that is that I coach as much about breath as I do as speed and resistance. And what that is that the best way for you to calm your mind and body and spirit is to breathe. And while breathing is involuntary, especially in times of fatigue, your breath needs to be involuntary. So here's what I suggest that you can do at any time is that you find yourself getting anxious, you find yourself getting just like wrapped up or wrenched up or just upset. And maybe it's internal based on fear or something you just read. Maybe it's existence of something that just happened to you directly. Whatever it may be, you don't have to react first. What you can do is respond, and first respond with breath. And the way you respond with breath is you inhale through your nose, and you exhale through your mouth. You inhale through your nose, and you exhale through your mouth. And what's amazing, if you take 8 seconds, 4-second inhale, 4-second exhale, and then before you react or respond, you do it again, it is amazing the clarity of mind that can occur. You can do this while you're doing a sprint up in 3, up a mountain on an indoor cycling bike. You can do this when you walk in the door at home and the first thing you're approached with is not, oh, great to see you, but why did you do blank? You can do this when perhaps your CPA calls and says, did you realize that this is our financial situation today? You can do this at any time when you find yourself in a situation of, let's just put it in a situation where you find yourself in a situation you don't necessarily want to be in, but you have to navigate the way out. I encourage you to really focus on your breath, to really focus on receiving all of the feedback you may be receiving. I encourage you to focus on your source of insight and information, and I encourage you to limit the negative, fear-laden chatter that exists on social media as much as possible, because I believe this is what needs to happen for me, for you, and for us, and that is we can either lean into the fear or lean into better. And I got to tell you, as an entrepreneur and working with multiple entrepreneurs, businesses, brands over the last 20, 30 years, that anytime I see a leader leaning into fear, the outcome usually is not good. When I see a leader who is creating anxiety for them and their team, the outcome is not good. When I see a leader who is leading into better, leaning into better, leading into better, not only are the joys of running your own business become more real and magnified, the direction and the outcome of your business tends to be more fulfilled. So today, tomorrow, be careful what you choose to receive. Be careful what you choose to produce, and lead with your breath and lean into better. Hope this helps and inspires your day. If any of this works in your business this week, I'd love to hear about it in the comments, or hey, just message me. And if you haven't done so already, please take a bit of time and like and subscribe to our channel. See you soon.